Hey, yo, check it out. This is the voice of Guspy Warrior, a.k.a. the Mafia 19 King. And you're listening to Two Broke Twimbos. You don't know.
We broke. We ain't got it. Broke. Five broke. We ain't got it. Don't spend no money. Ain't got no clothes. Ain't got no cars. Ain't got no hoes. We broke.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We're now listening. 1, 2. Broke. We ain't got it.
Uptown, we bring Zim Dancehall artists this side of Samora all over Zimbabwe and all over the world. It's Two Broke Twimbos. We back again with a fresh new episode. My name is Danny That Guy, a.k.a. Denias, a.k.a. The Only Guy, a.k.a. Your Girlfriend Probably Pities Me, a.k.a. Dan More. When you look inside my wallet, it's more like Dan Less.
Egg. And he's here with one and only, the irrefutable, the unmistakable, the most surely could be doctorable, Phil Chard, a.k.a. Flame Floss the Big Boss Baby, a.k.a. Pizza P, a.k.a. Sexington Lovu, a.k.a. Shamari, Tengro Drink, a.k.a. DJ Mkarat. And we have done it, Dan. We have done it.
We have submitted to the Guinness Book of World Records to be the absolute best blog in the world, a.k.a. Two Broke Twimbos.
And once again, we have broken new ground in the podcast sphere. I think this is the first time a podcast hosted by two idiots has managed to rein in a dancehall superstar.
Yes.
Big things are going.
Not just a dancehall superstar, but also a renowned fighter, as can be termed by, his name. It's none other than
Guspy individual, if you will.
Yes.
One that drops a lot of things and asks girls to pick them up for him.
Yes. Please pick them up for me because I dropped it. Guspy Warrior in the building. What up, man?
Greetings, man. How you doing?
I'm a small dad. I'm a small.
Okay.
So, just so you know, Two Broke Twimbos, we're just going to talk.
Okay.
From now up to whenever you're finished.
Oh, yeah.
Of which I bet you have a lot to say because,
Quite a lot.
Yes.
Let's see what goes on.
All right, man. So Guspy Warrior is obviously one of the leading names in the Zim Dancehall sphere, which has been taking the country by storm. He came in early with the many hit songs, of course, particularly the one that most people know, Seo Nononga.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure there's a lot more that came before Seo Nononga.
Of course.
And of course you got your fans, etc. So just so you know, Guspy, Phil here is an aspiring dancehall artist.
Hear me now.
All right.
Watch them.
That proves me
Me
right.
not blaze up the track every day, man.
Why a blaze, man?
Hot fire.
Y'all feet broke out like a virus. Right. He calls himself Fidza P.
Okay.
And so hopefully by the end of this episode you can help him to stop whatever he's doing.
Me not listening to na hater, man.
Long time me wait to be dancing.
Me not persevere with me dream.
Okay, first things first. Okay.
You two guys are something else.
First things first.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we even discuss you, I just want to hear about patois.
All right.
You've got a mild patois that I can hear. Zim Dancehall patois.
All right.
It's not the same as the Jamaican patois.
Patois is mostly English.
Yes.
So if you can speak English, it's very difficult for you to speak patois because it's more or less English. So it's like a Jamaican accent of a way of speaking English in a Jamaican accent.
Are you trying to say that a lot of Zim Dancehall artists can't speak English?
No, I'm not saying. Don't judge me.
Oh!
I'm not saying that.
Okay. I know.
Well, to me, everything about music should be along communication lines. So you should hear what I'm trying to say before you like it. You see? So patois it's just a Jamaican accent whereby they'll be using English in most of their statements or verbs, I would say. But I prefer English to patois because English is more of a universal language.
I see.
As Guspy as an entertainer, we entertain everyone, not just Zimbabweans, not just South Africans, not just Africans, but the whole world as a whole, so I would probably use English. But patois, yeah, you can speak patois anytime you love to speak patois, but at the end of the day, people need to understand what you're saying.
Zim Dancehall to the world.
Zim Dancehall to the world.
I remember when Charlie Black was here last week. He was on a particular radio show with, Zim Dancehall radios. And he was, they were speaking to him in a Zim Dancehall patois. And he was so confused.
Tell me something. Why I call Zim Dancehall patois?
Because it's not the same.
That's what I'm saying. We're not the same at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We're Zimbabweans and they're Jamaicans. But some of us try to imitate them. Not doing our way of how we can, present our English or patois or Zim Dancehall or whatever you call it. But at the end of the day, we should communicate to the public. So yeah, it's more or less English.
I'm gonna call it Zim Datois. Zim Dancehall patois. Zim Datois.
Me not like the insinuation you make, man.
See?
A girl. Anyway, we also have here Guspy Warrior's younger brother. What's your name, my man? Smatix. You're also a Zim Dancehall artist.
Yes, sir.
My man. It's good stuff. It's good
He's
stuff.
got a shiny watch. I see Zim Dancehall is taking off for some, eh?
You know what I mean, eh?
Yeah.
Getting paid, eh?
Making money.
All right, so let's start right from the beginning.
All right.
Guspy Warrior, when did you start making music?
Well, professionally, I started making music 2008. Yeah, that's when I released my first album.
The year of the Yellow Sadza.
You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, you see. So, 2008, I released my first album named Born Blessed, which had 21 tracks.
It was
Unfortunately, a lot of tracks they flopped, but I could get a few tracks on it that still hits when I perform, even up until today.
Which one was the biggest from that album?
Well, I would say Norway was one of the biggest songs from that album. It's called Norway. Yeah, the song that talks about don't shortcut your way to greatness. Just be patient and do your things the right way. See me, I say. So that one was the first song that hit the streets from that album, 2008.
Is that on? I'm trying to remember which song that is. Hold on. There's a song of yours from Gudara that you did on. I think it was it on a different beat? How does Norway go?
I say no way, them can stop me. For the angels of Jaja surround me. I say no way, them can stop me. Even when the evil try to hold me back. I say don't shortcut your way to greatness. For it to want you always. Better you do it the right way. And forever you'll be okay. I know the destiny looks so far. But you'll be there one day. If you do it the right way, then you'll be perfect on Judgment Day. I say no way, them can stop me. Yeah, that is one with them. No way.
Then I'm just hopping on the remix.
No way.
It's a hit, man. It's a hit.
Anyway,
Crazy, crazy.
Stop ruining that. That was not bad. It was okay.
That's alright.
It's alright. I can see why one or two people might follow you. Okay, cool. So, Born Blessed, Andy, first album. Cool, 2008.
2008.
You said a lot of the tracks were flops, but there were
Yes.
one or two that took off. Was it on in the streets?
Yeah, I could say it was more or less an underground album because back in time we didn't even know about how to market music, how to break that. Because dancehall back then, we didn't have airwaves. Nobody would play Zim Dancehall on national radio. So back in time, it was very difficult to push music. I wouldn't say the songs there were bad. Yeah, probably some of them were, but not all of them. But because there was no exposure to the music, it was just internet and Facebook and just literally giving people music through CDs and Bluetooth. But that was back in time.
Were you doing a lot of live shows around 2008?
Not really. Well, Dada did groomed me, I would say. So back in time, I would be with Dada wherever his show is. I would just be there trying to get a a slot to perform and to learn how to perform altogether. Because I know I come from a gospel and a Christian family where
Serious?
Yes.
Also, kunonga kwacho means like to pray, Andy.
Or collect the money. Yeah, because I heard a rumor that your father is actually a preacher. Is that true?
Yeah, I would say a preacher because he's a gospel artist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the one who started the whole gospel music in Zimbabwe back in time.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's my inspiration from back in time, you see me, I say.
All right.
So yeah.
Okay.
So it wasn't easy, venturing in the dancehall sector, because from where I came from, it was another angle of the whole art. Then moving to the next level of a different type of art. Yeah, it wasn't easy. So I started moving around Daza D, and then when you do shows, I'll try get a slot, back him up, and try to see how people react to his songs, trying to learn and all that stuff. Yeah.
So around that time, 2008, there was already Zim Dancehall, obviously, because I mean people always think Zim Dancehall just came, it's new. It was already
there was Zim Dancehall.
Maybe it wasn't as popular.
Yeah, back then it wasn't named Zim Dancehall. It was just Dancehall. So when we come in and the whole crew and everybody else, people just said, let's call it Zim Dancehall.
So
it was there before. The name Zim Dancehall came later.
Yes.
See me, I say.
So at the time there were Anna Dadza D,
Major E, Daddy D, King Labash, Badman, Trinta, Gigas.
I only know Dadza D and King Labash.
Yeah, because it's back in time. I should remember Major E from he did a song with Innocent Utswegota, In My Dreams. Remember that song?
In my dreams.
That was dancehall, man.
Yeah.
That was dancehall. Yeah, that song was a dancehall song.
Okay. All right. I like it.
It's very interesting that you say you're working under Dadza D, because based off your live performances, we'd say Dadza D, you, Winky, you guys, the live performances you guys deliver always impressive. Even in terms of musicality, people always say that like your music is the most exportable in Zim. Even every time Amara Brown is talking about, oh my God, you guys need to understand, Guspy is the best. Whenever anyone comes here, Guspy is an amazing artist. His musicality is amazing. It's just amazing.
Let me tell you what Phil means by music. You know what people say? Okay, obviously there's Zim Dancehall. Everyone is hey.
All right.
But then there's others who are saying but guys, it's noisy and fun, but it's music.
Well, I'll
That's
tell
what
you
people are saying.
something for a fact that a lot of people ignore when they look at things like that. You see, Zim Dancehall basically is music that comes from the ghetto. And when you look at the ghetto, it's the poor man land. See me, I say. So everything we do is not up to standard. Why? Because from where we come from, it's not a pretty life that we live in. See me, I say. We can't get good studios to record. But what I love most about these youths is because they go all out to try and do their best, even if they don't have quality in their studios, even if they can't really, because music is practically an interpretation of what I'm thinking about. Let's talk of Seo Nononga. I had my interpretation of that song before I sang it, and then we boss at you next time. Someone is saying it's a dirty song, so it's trying to put it across, is difficult in these studios. Sometimes you don't get the lyrics straight. Sometimes you don't get the bass. Sometimes you don't get the snare. Sometimes you don't get the hi-hat. So it's always compromised. So it's difficult to call it music at the end of the day, because the quality that we expect from every music that we listen to. Right now, we listen to Bob Marley, we hear better quality from the quality that we're producing now. Why? Because they had engineers, they had producers, and they had equipment put into, to elaborate and explain their music to the people. Which I should say to the guys up there, you need to do something, because the talent is really there. And these guys needs help. And it's clear that they've gone all out. You see, for me, I'm a full-time artist. I'm a producer. I'm an artist. That's what I do. That's how I got to feed my family from. So it's a matter of survival to those guys. But if those guys were taken to better studios, they'll do wonders. Trust me, because they're doing wonders right now with nothing. See me, I say.
It's a very good point. I think it also speaks to, I think, its popularity, because Zim Dancehall is from individuals that are living a real life.
Yes.
And they are sharing that with the masses who are also, it resonates with them because they're sharing stories that people understand. And it's like, if you look at hip hop, the hip hop in America, it came about because they weren't putting instruments in schools anymore. So they didn't have instruments to play, so they had to take what they had and cut it up.
Yes.
So you guys are basically replicating that here in Zimbabwe.
And you see dancehall from Independence Day, we had Bob Marley to perform. We had Buju from that time until now. We've always had dancehall artists coming in, and the whole nation is just like the dancehall vibe has always been there.
We've always loved dance.
We've always loved it. So now people trying to criticize because honestly, it's not there. It's the standard. It's not there. Do you understand? But look at Nigerians. They have Two-Face, they have P-Square, they have Davido and the whole crew doing things at the highest of the level. You see, but those guys are just the same ghetto boys that we have. Given the same sound quality, given the same opportunity, we could match those guys.
Even 5 years ago, the stuff coming out of Nigeria was terrible, quality-wise.
Yes, was terrible. But then they did something about it that we should consider as well.
No, but I guess you're right about the quality as well. But I think what we're saying as well, they are musical songs. There's a lot of stuff that you've done, a lot of stuff that Winky D has done, a lot of stuff that a lot of these other guys have done that is musical. That's even if you don't like dancehall, you can appreciate the rhythm, the everything. You know.
Well, I get your point. The thing is,
and then there's others who are just shouting over.
The thing is that, like I was telling you, the studio is in the ghetto, right? So, and everybody else is there. The ghetto is a lot of people down there. So almost everyone now has a chance to record. The producers are now saying, no, it's money coming in, so I'll get the money. Because nobody's paying me to say, no, this is bad. No, this is, you can work with this.
Right.
So now every producer is just saying, if you have the money, go and record.
Okay,
I'll try to make you sound good.
Especially since it's something new and popular, everyone is just going for it.
It's like, just remember the days where people would burn money. You remember that? Everybody would be there. You understand? Even if you don't even know who's going to give you the money, you just be there, trying to get that opportunity. So now, not everybody is in the dancehall scene is an artist. Some of these people are chances, and because we're surviving, and the next bread I can see that he's got a hungry belly, so he's definitely going to try it too. Maybe I can feed my own family as well. So at the end of the day, even the DJs, they're no longer selecting the music to say this is the good music. And this one, these people need to improve. This we won't play because this is the good music. We're no longer doing that. Why? Because everybody has a chance to record. And when I record, I'll get my brother to play me. I'll get my friend to play me. But doesn't mean my music is good. So now the whole vibe might end up dead if you're not careful.
I was going to ask, do you think it's going to affect dancehall in Zimbabwe?
Well, real artists have always survived. Real artists have always survived. Seasoned artists come and go, but real artists always survive. But I'm saying we're dragging the pace of the stars that are there, and as well we're not really inspiring the guys that think they have it as well, because they look at the next artist and say, man, I can do better. You see, at the end of the day, you're just going to next. They probably move to Nigerian music and stuff, you see.
I know, but you know what? Yeah, we can. Obviously, whenever anything is popular, there'll always be haters. It's standard, but
so I won't call them haters. I'll call them critics, and they're good for the business, because we need to see things both ways, good and bad, because we need to improve at the end of the day, and match the international standard, because that's where the name Zim Dancehall comes in. It looks like it's only a Zimbabwean thing. See me, I say. But at the end of the day, we're trying to make something international to represent our flag out there. Not just, I've been to UK. I've been to a lot of countries, but I've only performed. Well, oh, that's where success has took me. But anyway, I'm saying I've been there, but I've only performed for Zimbabwean guys and a few guys, you know. So we're not really growing to match that. If Davido is gonna be here 29th of August, and his show is gonna be full of Zimbabweans, and they're just a handful of Nigerians. Yeah, you see, this is what we're looking at. You see, we're looking at growing bigger than we are right now, and corporate world and the bigger guys need to, you know. Yes.
All right. Okay. Let's go back to 2008.
All right.
You've released your album. You've your first album. You've got some songs on there which are getting a bit of a buzz on the streets. On streets.
Yeah.
And how are things progressing?
I was lucky because my dad had a studio, so I took over the studio literally. And I got my friends with a computer to come in because I had no computer, and Tony Fresh. Tony Fresh was there and was the producer. So I would watch him record because back then Urban Groove was, you know, on its peak, and would record guys from Urban Groove. So that's when I started recording myself because now the studio was at my place. I started working on the next album, which was Time Will Tell. Time Will Tell with 46 tracks.
Yo.
It was a double CD, dancehall and reggae. It had 23 reggae tracks and 23 dancehall tracks. And from that point onwards, that's when Guspy Warrior became a superstar, you should say.
What year was it?
That was 2009.
2009.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Which were the big tracks from that album?
31 October, I'm So Dangerous, Tonight, Mama I Love You, Morning My Love. Well, a couple of songs there were very good songs in the streets. Like I said before, we didn't have airplay, so it was quite tough as well. So we just made a lot of CDs, make sure I hit every nightclub, every bus, every combi. So the music was everywhere.
How were you getting money at the time from the
Well,
music?
I met Templeman Godfather. He became my
Templeman,
manager.
the Godfather.
Gary B, please. So I met Templeman, and he started funding me, and he became my manager from that point up until 2010. So we made a lot of CDs, we made videos, and then that's when we really hit the streets hard. And 31 October became an anthem back in that time. It became that song in the streets. And,
No, carry on.
and that's when I did a song as well with Winky D. Me Basti Shot.
Me bust the shot. Me bust the shot.
So Winky D was the dancehall king. And
I know what 2009, 10. You must have been at his peak, and
from 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, he was done just running dance non-stop. So I managed to get one of Winky D's first collaborations, and we did Me Basti Shot, and Me Basti Shot became a hit song.
That was a big song, man.
That was a big song, and not just in Zimbabwe. You see, it was a big song, well known from Kenya, Ghana, South Africa, Cape Town. It was one of the biggest songs down there. But like I said, the quality wasn't, good enough to take us somewhere. So 2009, Guspy Warrior became a big artist. And we had Sizzla Kalonji coming in 2009. And since Buju Banton, Sizzla was the next artist to come. So it was really a big show, and everybody was looking forward to that show. Everybody who was in the entertainment industry, in the dancehall industry, saying this is the opportunity that we've been looking for. So I wasn't on the show, but I had to be on the show. So yeah, we had to press a few buttons to get on the show. So just said, you guys got 10 minutes. That's all you got. So that's good enough, man. They went there, and then that was my breakthrough from that time, and that was my first biggest performance, and it later on became 20 minutes because because everybody liked it, and I came from Norway and like, oh, they easy. So that's when my breakthrough came in.
All right.
Cool. Had you ever like made a special kind of effort for live shows, excitement, energy, or is that just naturally you, or did you? Because talking to you right now, you're so well, you see the issue here, blah, 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 blah. But on the stage, it's like you're on fire.
I see entertainment. I told you before, Guspy Warrior is an entertainer, and just like actors, we do horror movies, we do comedy, we do anything. It's musical, because when I sing a love song, I should sound like I'm in love, even if I'm not. See me, I say. So it's you see me now, and you see me on stage, you see me in studios. Guspy Warrior has a lot of characters because he's a versatile artist. So yeah, you could see me cool, but I know how to run my things.
So back in the day, if you guys aren't getting played on radio, and there's no WhatsApp, there's no Facebook, to a certain extent, there's no Twitter. How are you guys gauging how successful a song is? Are you selling these CDs? Are you giving them away? Is it because all the Windies are playing them in the combi?
Well, we'll just look at we're from the streets, so we'll judge from the streets, because we wouldn't listen to radio because they wouldn't play our music whatsoever. Even if it was 70% local music, they wouldn't play dancehall. Dancehall came from the people. The people loved dancehall before the DJs, because honestly speaking, the DJs know what quality is, and we would not blame them for not playing that. You see, because you could walk into a big studio from back in time and try to sing dancehall. So you see, it was difficult, to from every aspect, but because when you have destiny, you can't run away from it. You keep doing it like you cursed. So we kept doing it, freestyles, videos. We just, burning CDs. So shows started coming in. That's when we knew, we were almost there.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Cool, man. All right. So, Sizzla Kalonji show, you did your your gate crashing performance. Obviously, then people noticed you. And then, by the way, I wanted to ask, where did the name Guspy Warrior come from?
From school. Guspy came from school, and Warrior from when we started pushing the music by force, you could say.
By fire,
because
in fact, I was reading his bio. Apparently, he went to the same school as you for his A-levels.
Oh, Prince Edward.
Yeah.
Hey, Tigers.
Tigers and Panthers. So that's where the name Warrior came from, because I say, no, you guys, you see me, I'm not a failure, and whatever that I'm doing, I'm gonna get somewhere with it, and when I die, my kids would say my dad had a legacy and thing like that. So that's when they just called me the Warrior. So I just decided the ladies love Guspy and the guys love Warrior. I just mix the two and call it Guspy Warrior.
Okay, cool. All right. So we're now 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
Sizzla Kalonji show.
So from Sizzla show, I say almost that's when things changed, because the next thing was Elephant is coming. Next thing was Movado is coming. Next thing, and we were almost on all of those shows. Me, Dad's a D, Ricky Fire, Sniper, Winky D. We would, and Jiggers as well. We would and Lady Squad, I would say, would be on almost all those shows. So it motivated us from where we came from, and we'd get Scott to play one or two. Munya, things started to happen, and that's when the things changed from Urban Groove. I know that those days Msebi was the hit of the streets, and then things started shifting. Things started to change, and then we didn't stop from releasing. We started releasing because I personally had a studio at home, So I'd record at least 2 songs a day, at least 2 songs a day, at least 2 songs a day, and then I just became a recording animal. Every studio I walk in, doesn't take me half an hour to make a good song. And we're done, we move to the next artist, we move to the next studio, move to the next beat. And shows were everywhere in the ghetto, filling up halls, filling up stadiums. Things just started to change, you know. Like ZTV would play our videos, you know. See, and back then you would have only one national radio to look at. That was Power FM, because the radio 2, you know, it's a no already, you know, it's a no Goria, it's a elders place, you know. And radio 1 was a sports radio, and radio 4 was Ndebele radio. So we could look at only Power FM.
So if your song is played, everyone hears it.
You know, so if your song is on Power FM, then you're an artist, you see. So that's where dancehall became big, and you know.
You said ZBC was playing your videos. That's another big issue I have with Zim Dancehall. Videos, or the lack of videos, or the lack of quality videos.
Like you know, like I said before, you know, I would love to do a video for almost every song that I do, because when I write this song, I even have the view of the video, you know, because I'll be meditating, trying to write a song. Hey, yo baby ndoko disafani, but please nakumbiro santore fani, love you non dipa in the pussy sometimes. So you could see a video from those lyrics, see me I say, but because I come from the ghetto, I have no money to go do a good video for it. Or else I'm just gonna turn on my phone and let's say, yo, shoot me from that phone, yeah. See me I say, but at the end of the day, we're talking quality. We need to match up with the guys out there. So it's literally about money and equipment.
But Guspy, Say Onononga was such a big song.
Yes.
Surely somehow you could have, because the video I saw for it, I don't know if I saw the wrong one, or the video I saw was like someone recorded from a phone, people dancing in a bar. That's all.
Say Onononga was 2012. We're still in 2010, remember?
Yeah, okay. All right. Just it, man. So 2010, all right.
Yeah, so 2010, it was difficult making videos. So Godfather really helped me, you know. I could say it was a pivot of my career, because he had to, you know, fork out a lot of money. And we had Angel Arts coming in from Australia back in time. So, Angel Arts hook up some videos. Say, man, I want $300 for one video. Say, yo, can't get $300 video. Say, all right, you guys, I'll just do you. Okay, get arranged and just do a couple of videos, and I'll just, you know, charge you like a bundle of, you know, videos. And I say, okay, fine, we have a deal then. So Godfather paid the guy, and then it did. That was 2010 when I did another album named Dancehall Dada. So we did a couple of videos from that album in 2010, and lucky enough, 2 of the video from the 6 I did were played on ZTV, because the other videos we had like Nike labels on, like Fila trying to say, yo, from the ghetto, but you got style, you know. When we reach ZBC, them tell us, no, we don't play because you're trying to market somebody's business. So say, all right, we just put it in the streets, because we already did the videos back then. We couldn't censor because, we didn't know how to do that stuff, you know. So shows didn't stop. 2010, I performed alongside Elephant Man, and on my slot, I had Mike Kainity coming in as well, because we had a collaboration that was hitting the streets those days, and summertime songs. And so the performance was again a blast in 2010, July 23rd, to be exact. So Winky D comes in. We did the Bust the Short song. It was a mashup. So everybody started to see now, so these guys can perform alongside international guys and match,
if not better,
if not sometimes better, you see. Because I wouldn't lie, I learned a lot from Sizzla, and I learned a lot from Movado, from Elephant. From Movado told me, yo, your voice gone when you perform Wagwan. So no, what should I do? I said, go drink some vinegar. Your voice never gone. And from that time until now, my buzz show for 4 hours, 3 hours, and my voice is always there. So you see, we learn a lot
because of vinegar.
Yes, because
so
of
wait,
Movado taught me about the vinegar. You see,
I go to karaoke. You see, and I sing 2 songs,
and your voice gone.
My voice is gone.
Yeah, of
so
course.
If I drink vinegar before,
it's not as automatic as you.
Why would we want to endure more of your garbage singing? Why?
This is a revelation.
So yeah, vinegar and whiskey. But well, I'm not an alcoholic, so I take vinegar.
Oh, so you're a proper Rastafari.
Well, Rastafari is a movement. It's a culture, I would say. Yeah, so yeah, I'm a Rasta man. I'm a vegetarian, and I don't drink beer. But some Rasta people still do drink beer, and some of them still yam meat and pork and chicken and. But yeah.
Well, so I go pa mazinga wings oto ramp. Mazinga wings
ndakambo marova.
Exactly.
Ndakambo marova ndiri mudiki up until I was 21 years. And then I decided to be vegetarian from that time until now. And
Guspy strong. Yeah, strong. Well, I'm a vegetarian by force because I can't afford meat.
Well,
but whenever I discover it,
I'm a soyatarian.
But when we look at you, we can't tell you're vegetarian. Yeah. You see, but the girls say, "Oh, your skin cool." And yeah. So, I being a vegetarian is not because I'm a Rasta. It's a lifetime fast because I used to love meat, like it was my favorite. I would say, yo, mom, you can have my 3 in the afternoon, you know. I was really looking forward to supper already. So I used to love meat. So I decided, no, you know what, God, I have a lot of things that I want, and I have a journey in front of me that I need to endure. So why don't you take the one that I love and you give me something that I love as well to replace that, which was joy and happiness in my life from the day I knew about Rasta. So I said, no. This is a lifetime fast. I love meat and I love alcohol. But from today, no more of that. Just focusing on life. And if you could replace the love that I have for meat with just joy and happiness in my life and freedom, then I is alright. See me, I say. So it's a lifetime fast. It's not because I'm Rasta. But I got that from Rasta. You know, say, Rasta, you should, you know, give something to Most High. So Most High could have give you something back in return, because you can't just say please all the time. Please, you have to do something for the Father, and the Father will do something extra for you as well. Because you see, meat from Ayana is a lion. A lion is always there to look for meat and prey and things. So everybody would expect a lion to be always in a Brian, chicken and burger, but it's a different lion. It's a vegetarian lion.
You expect a lion to always be a Brian.
R.I.P. Cecil.
Cecil. Anyway, okay.
Oh yeah, that was
so 2010. We're now moving on to 2011.
2011, well, was not a very good year for me personally, because I did a few songs because personally my life, from family, from, you know, I had to go through challenges from family issues and stuff, and the press started to attack me. Yeah, from them saying my dad chased me away from home because I'd moved out, and starting to say I don't see eye to eye with my father, and my father being a celebrity as well, and I being a celebrity, and our family well known like that. For me it was challenging because I would see eye to eye with my father. My father would tell me, no, everything is alright. This is what the press does, you know. They just go and then write what makes money. They don't consider how you feel about it and what the next man is going to suffer from. Because everybody will ask me, Why astray far? Because I was doing dancehall, and my daddy doing gospel, and from everybody say, yo, prodigal son, go run back to your dada. You see, I say, no. You see, dancehall is art. It's not like I'm saying something bad to God or to the people. I'm just trying to entertain the people because Guspy Warrior is an entertainer. So 2011 was not so smooth for me, and my girlfriend became pregnant, and I had to take care of the baby. And moving from being a boy to a man is already a process where a lot of men go through hard times, during that time. So it was a lot for me 2011. So I just said, no, you know what, I'm not going to do an album because I'll spoil everything that I've been building from the beginning. So I just did a few songs, just a few singles. I did a song with Freeman, Ita Ono Ita. It became a good song. I did Dancehall Champions with Dadza D and Sniper. So yeah, it wasn't bad, but for me, it wasn't smooth as well. We get shows, and it's difficult if you're an artist or an entertainer, because you have to smile at people, and when your life is messed up, you have to force smiling because you can't wash your dirty linen in public. So I had to smile all the way, even if my inside was horrible. So 2012, I had to put my house in order, and that's when I started working with Sunshine Family Studio and JMP Legendary Music. So I took my other studio staff, and JMP took his other staff, Sunshine took, and then we just put up one big studio in town. So I and Freeman started working on an album in the same studio, and one after the other. It will be challenging because say, yo, we done because time. You say, from my record slow, you say, yo, record fast, man, time. So it was difficult, but it trained us to be like recording animals, because from we do half an hour, done song already, half an hour, done song already, and that's when I recorded Seono Nonga and most of the hit songs that were on that Handy Kwanseo's Tower album, 2012. See me I say. So yeah, we're there 2012, released the album in November 2013, January. My songs weren't playing anyway. And I just said, oh shit, I just flopped again. But then started pushing the music bit by bit, every day. April, So No Longer was on number 1 on every radio station. And the album was playing in every household radio, and every combi, every bus, whether you're going Gokwe, whether you're going Murambinda, South Africa, Tanzania, anywhere, it was just, the album was playing. I say, that's a relief.
What triggered? What changed? What made a
From I
difference?
tell you, say, I was a warrior from the beginning. So 2011 was hard for me, but as well, it got me, tying up my laces and, really putting my house in order and saying, yo, I own this. And from now I'm going to do it. Everyone is going to like it. So I had to put my everything like, so I started writing those songs since 2011. So 2011 and 2012, releasing that album in November. That package was a murder. Got to the streets, everybody liked it. And then that changed the whole industry. So, but people don't see that, because from Seono Nonga became a household song where everybody play, not just Zim Dancehall fans, but everybody would play that song anyway, anytime.
Everywhere.
So now
whatever
to the whole
party.
dancehall sector and the whole other youths that were back home in Keto saying, yo, we can be big. Look at that. Look at Winky D. Look at Sniper. Look at Shinzo. That's when Shinzo bossed Mawaya Waya. And that song, Mawaya Waya, was the only song that could play next to Seono Nonga. Because from where you perform Seono Nonga on stage, the next artist coming should be ready. You see? Because for me, Guspy Warrior is an energetic performer, and he has a hit song. Yo, let him play last, because if him play, nobody could have play after. See me I say. But one thing I love about the ghetto youths, they just like I and I, the warriors. They don't look at the bed. One thing I've learned from the ghetto, whenever there's a disadvantage, that disadvantage can be an advantage. See me I say. For me, you have a dead microphone on stage, and you can communicate. Next thing what you're gonna do? You're gonna do a song for the engineer. See, your engineer fix up the mic before me jump on you, and everybody's jumping up. So it's entertainment all the way. Even if it's a disadvantage, you just turn up, because we don't have So the little we have, we try to use it in a positive way.
Specifically about that song, Seono Nonga.
Yeah.
That's a song most people will know of you. Obviously, Zim Dancehall fans will know you.
Mm-hmm.
But those who don't listen to Zim Dancehall,
Oh, no, no,
say
no.
Guspy Warrior. I don't know Guspy Warrior. I just say Seono Nonga. Oh, Seono Nonga.
Yes,
Okay, yeah. How big did it get?
Well, Seono Nonga got very big, bigger than me. See me, I say, it got out of my league. You see, because from when you do Seono Nonga, you should drive a Rolls Royce. See me, I say, should drive an Escalade, but you get promoters telling you, oh man, you have $500. That's what we have. If you can't perform, no deal. For my eye man is a ghetto man, me can't say no. You see, me have to take the man and go feed me belly and me daughters. See me I say. So I could have made a lot of money out of it if things were in order. I made a lot. I'm very grateful. See me I say, but because
made a lot.
Yeah. And the other thing is Seono Nonga had a very dirty, a little dirty something in it that everybody believed it was a very dirty song.
It wasn't an anti-litter song.
No.
It was a litter campaign. If you drop something on the floor,
Yes.
pick it up.
Yeah, you see? That's better. You see?
Sanase Marara, no.
You see? So it was a dance. It's a dance. So from them say Kongonya, you see, if you hear the word Kongonya, you have to do something Chikugonya Gonya. You see, I say? So for me, I say Seono Nonga. It's a dance. So now, yes, it's a girl song. It's a dance song.
My lips are happy, man.
Zvimoko zvinofana kugeza. Katika zvimotivate kugeza. Tofana kumotivate zvimoko kugeza. Because zvimoko zvakageza zvinoonekera. You see? So everybody now had dirty. It was literally dirty in everybody's mind. So from that guy released that video where some girl was grinding on somebody dirtily, and everybody was saying, yo, you see, that's the meaning of the song. And said, oh, we're not gonna do a video for this song. Not now. Because you see, we do a video right now, it's gonna be boring. No matter how good, it's gonna be boring, because everybody is a particular, idea of that song. So we're gonna kill it. If we release a video now, we're gonna kill the song. Let's leave it like that. Leave that video viral. Let it go. So I didn't do a video for Seono Nonga because I had that challenge. But I'd prepared myself for a good video that was meaningful and positive, and because
anti-litter campaign.
From that time, everybody was it was a diss song in the dancehall scene. If you don't sing a diss song, you don't make a hit song. So it was just guns and people pointing fingers on others. And like, so yo, this is a dancehall, not a fight hall. Let's change this whole fighting thing into dancehall like it is. Let's put dancing into it. That was my idea of the song. Saying, yo, too much of guns and, too much of, no arms house. Let's just, let's dance because it's dancer. It's time to dance. For me, say, no longer. Everybody dance. And what goes next? Everybody sing a dance song. For me, say, Guspy Warrior is a trendsetter. He's not a follower. They just follow after we say the trend. So people don't see how these little things change the whole picture of the industry. You see?
I heard rumors at the time that because of Seonononga, was it Sony Africa or there was some record label that was chasing after you?
Well, like I said, I had a few record labels calling me, but I'm not internationally registered as an artist because we don't have distributors in Zimbabwe. If I'm gonna be registered, then I have to go to South Africa, and back in that time I wasn't registered, so a record label can't deal with me because I'm not internationally registered. See me, I say, if Sony was in here, it could be better. I say, yo, go get registered. I say, how much is it? 2,500. I say, yo, can't get that. Just registered. So the deals broke out and still trying to make the deals, but like I said, it's difficult if you come from where we come from, because those certain opportunities come when you're not ready for them, and you don't even know which door to go knock to get help, and crazy. Crazy.
So now are you registered? Like, is your publishing in order? Everything's
but
good?
my publishing is not in order, because from we go South Africa, them say, yo, we saw hip hop, R&B, house, and kwaito. We don't know dancehall. So you see, it still is a big issue. Even iTunes, yo, get my music iTunes. Still, I don't get people downloading and and them thing, because I don't have distributors to market my music and internationally. Because you see what? After Jay-Z released his song, he put money to market it. He put money to do a good video, and he make sure him there Trace playing. Right. Morning, evening, afternoon. And Trace tell me, say, yo, you need a distributor to get your videos on here. Distributors, they just tell him, yo, don't support any unregistered artists, because they have to go through distributors. So it's like a chain, it's an industry. You have to go through this door to get to the, to the next door.
Alright, we'll talk after the show. I'll link you up with some people that can help you
Respect, man. I'd have to look far.
But yeah, you definitely should. I was going to say, it seems like 2013, 2014, the rest of Africa started noticing what Zim Dancehall was doing. There was even that Tribe One festival, which sadly got cancelled, but Winky D had an opportunity to be on the same stage as Nicki Minaj on that Friday performance. And I was so looking forward to seeing that happen.
Yes.
In the fraternity, like, when you see something like that happening, are you guys happy, or do you feel like, no, that should be my shot?
Yo, we support each other, because you see what? From Winky D boss a collaboration with me. My career got somewhere because we got to share his and my fans. You see. So if Winky D goes plays there, he's representing us. Because we do the same thing. See? Even if Rocky goes there and play, we can still get that chance. Even if you look at Big Brother, Zimbabweans have been getting opportunity to go and playing. See Cindy, see Winky D, you see a couple of guys going and perform there. Yeah. So for me, see PK do a collaboration with Busy Signum. Say, yo, PK, hook me up, man. Why I mean, you see? So if I see Winky D up there, I'm happy. Because it's either him or never, or it's either me or never, or it's the next bridge. So we can't be jealous at each other. The only thing we have is love, and back in Ghetto, we have love and support is all we have. So we got to share that.
All right. So we're now 2012.
2012.
So guys killing the streets. And I think it was also at the right time, because I even remember when that song dropped. That's when one way say WhatsApp. Like, people were getting my cheap Android phone. So wherever you'd go,
you see. So we tend to not notice that, but those are the little things that even Econet had a bigger part to play, because from them say, yo, Facebook and WhatsApp bundle, download. There's WhatsApp, and back then WhatsApp was cheaper than it is now. So everybody was just sending, and it was a new thing, and everybody was excited, and so no one got the song.
So as an artist, how do you feel now? You release a song, it's a hit, but all the people that are playing it aren't paying for it.
You see, for Zimbabwe, we respect our nation and the radio stations, because they do pay through Zimura, but piracy killed the money in the business because technology coming. You see, we're saying WhatsApp, at least the music was circulating. We're saying at least the music was circulating, but it wasn't selling. It was just circulating. Back in time, when music circulates, you make money. But then we're counting on piracy because if we'd go on radio, they wouldn't play. If we go internet, we went literally we went literal about internet, and back then, we just focusing on recording and no management. You even know about management. So see, WhatsApp was a good thing for so longer, but not financially. So I say it was just good for my business as an individual, as Guspy Warrior. At least my song was played. That's all I wanted back then. You see, so no longer was playing everywhere. Weekends, weekdays, I was doing shows in and out. The press, it was just Guspy Warrior in every place. When you make a hit song, every eye is looking at you. For when we make a little mistake, it's a big mistake because you're in the front of the picture. So I started doing a lot of shows, and along the way, my management was not that good, and I started double booking, and double booking started missing shows because I'm from the ghetto, man. I'm looking for the money. So when I get a chance to, I work my ass out. So started working and doing a lot of shows and missing some, and compensating some, and it was just a message. I'm like, the song became bigger than I was. You need a little bit of management. I need a little bit of. You see me? I say, well, I tell this to people because that's the only way we can improve and vanish the whole industry. Because the next man doesn't have to do the same thing I did. You see, and we have to learn from those mistakes too. Because we're trying to get internationally known, internationally recognized. So we need to polish up we need to put the business guys needs to come in the business and do the business. So 2012, Guspy Warrior was on top of the chain, making money and making hit songs. So I did Congo Joda as well after Seono Nonga, which was a dance as well. That song was a hit song as well. So from everybody saying, yo, just a make hit song from a dance song. Wagwan. Are you done? I no ideas why I say saying yo from everybody sing a fight song. I did bring the dance in it. So yo, Seono Nonga became big as well. And then after Seono Nonga, you can't match that level easy. See? That was 2013. Seono Nonga was a good song as well. It went through to 2014. 2 years with that hit song. Even I made an album after that. 2014 with Zirama Watts.
I remember that.
With Zirama Watts became a big song here in ZFM.
Yes.
But not everywhere. Why? Because like I told you, Guspy Warrior is a trendsetter. I wanted to do something as well, something new, because we can't do one thing a million times. We need to move to the next sound. So I did with Ramawatsi, it was more of dancehall and techno. So the intellectual Mafia 19 fans understood, but the other guys, they were not intellectual, couldn't understand. But like I said, Guspy Warrior is an entertainer. We don't worry about next man and I want to make every Mafia 19 or every Guspy Warrior fan enjoy, intellectual or not. See me, I say. So.
And even up to now, I mean, you're booked for all the festivals, Haifa, Shoko, there's all the big shows. Still Guspy Warrior.
Yeah, because right now we just making money from shows, festivals. You see, like I said before, we don't have sales, music sales. So we just make sure, seeing that there's only money in shows, we have to perfect our performance. and make sure every time we perform we're on point. So I was the first dancer artist to have a band before any one of them. Say, yo, let's start off with the band. So back in times, like, yo, guitar and they got out it and the next second, the same rhythm where the next man play from a CD, we playing the same rhythm with the instrument. Now it was live performance. From that time, everyone I follow, like I tell you before. I set the trend and then follow. But you see, that is the journey where I choose to set the pace. I don't envy followers, but I respect them because they can see, at least they can see what's good, So I started playing with the band, and the dancehall artists started using the band as well, which was a good thing for the whole industry as well, because it became live performance. It wasn't backtrack, different from a long time. Them the urban groove time and hip hop, they use a backtrack where they have backing vocals on the track and some of the few vocals on the track on that rhythm playing. So when you play, you guided by your lyrics, and so sometimes you can rest and when we say, yo, if it's dance, so it have to be live. This is how dancehall from Jamaica is. They don't play backtracks. Why don't we do the same? Let's sing on these shows. So we started singing on shows, no backtrack at all. So it was difficult, but everybody started, oh, yo, these ones do perform live instruments, and it became, because tukatazana mdara wangu, you've seen Tuku, you've seen Macheso and Mechanic Manyoruken, they use live. So if you're gonna play next to those guys, if you're gonna match, you need to be at the same platform with the same instruments, so that you sound the same and we really can judge you. You're saying, are you a good artist or you're not? Seeing, so things started to change as well for the industry because live instruments were involved, but it was not an easy road as well because promoters wouldn't pay enough. So the band will always be on my back. Say, yo, where the money there? So say, okay, fine, guys, we're starting. Let's just share the little that we have. Started sharing the little that we have for the benefit of everybody, not just me. And to try and match the competitors in the same business industry. So yeah, 2014, yeah, I'm still making shows, Up until now, still making shows. We never stop making shows. Each and every weekend, out somewhere, making money and sometimes flopping, and as business goes up and down. Still recording, still making 8 songs, and right now I'm making another album, which is gonna change everything when it comes out. We always change things, 2 years we change it. 2 years you change the magazine because we can't shoot with one gun. You see.
Change the magazine. When is the album out?
Well, I always release in November.
Do you know the name of it yet, or is it still?
No. Right now I'm releasing 2 albums before that one, but I call them singles albums because people don't understand from when you make a singles album and from when you make an album. A lot of people don't understand what's the difference. You see, well, the difference is when I make singles, I just go through a lot of studios recording songs from rhythms, recording my personal songs. Like if I think of a song, I just do my song. It's a single. So I'm not working on an album, but I'm a recording artist. I'm always recording. But from when I say I want to make an album, that's when I say, yo, family, I'm going to be gone for the next month. I'm going to be camping for my album. Probably I'm going to be doing this in Rua. I'm going to be doing this in Mrewa, or wherever I feel like. I just take my equipment and then I go somewhere where I don't get too much facts from family, from life itself, That's when I say, yo, making an album, Guspy Warrior album. This is Guspy sound. This is Guspy Warrior sound. It's not sound coming from anybody. Or that's when I start to do my experiments. Yo, let's try do something with R&B and rock. Cow stand on it and call Rocky, you see. That's when I'll be making up. So singles just come every day because I'm a recording artist. I do at least 2 songs a day, and then decide if this one is gonna go out or if this one doesn't. So that's the difference. So I'm just gonna release. I just released the first singles collection, 21 tracks. It's called Dancehall Game. Yeah, a few tracks are playing. Yeah, still new. So September I release again Volume 2 Dancehall Game, 21 tracks as well. November I do a 15-track album, and my year is done.
All this is fair and fine, but what the fans really want to know, what they are yearning for, is when is the collaborative album with Fidza P coming? Because that is what is going to change the game.
Yo,
you hear me now?
Oh, Fidza, you know what?
Let me tell you something. Okay, that's great.
He hasn't responded. It sounds like album.
Phil, I would love to hear your views on the Zimbabwean music scene right now, the dancehall scene, music in general. Where are we still not there? We're almost there, but not there. We're far away.
Well, I'll tell you something. The only thing that we have is we have radio stations, we have studio, unprofessional studios, and we have the people, but we don't have the industry. See me I say. So the thing we need is an industry. We need an industry right now because we need to have distributors. We need to have marketing publishers. We need to have. It needs to be an industry. It needs to run like an industry. We need to have our music properly distributed and released, properly, and we can make a lot of money out of this. Because you see Job Preza, you might drive a latest Benz. You see Job Preza making money. And from you see Sulu, I might drive a brand new BMW. You see Sulu making money. From you see Guspy, might drive a new Benz. From you see Toki, but you see what? We can make more if everything is in order. Can drive a Range Rover. We can drive we can build mansions and we can build. And you see what? Something that the government needs to look at. We need to have music production in school. We need to have music management in universities, because we need to treat this as business and as professional as we can, because this is the beginning. We have a long journey in front of us. You see, and the next generation don't have to go through what we are going through. We need to fix it now so the next generation can enjoy. You see, for me, America, they have Sony, BMG, they have Sony, they have Universal. You see, real artists will be signed there, given proper management, given proper sound and proper recording studios and engineers. That's why they're always on top of the game, because they go all out, from the artist, from the manager, from the producer. Everybody is on top of their game. That's what we need here. We have producers, we have talented producers, but with no equipment. We don't have engineers. You see, we don't have distributors, we don't have management, we don't have, we don't have an industry. So I don't know. I know nothing about industrialization and them thing, but all I know is we need one. If we make things go, and if it's the government or it's the rich man who needs to jump in, put our hand and let's work together. We one people, one nation, and let's give back to the ghetto, musically or kindness, whatever it may be. See.
Who's the several things? Let me get the unpleasant things out first. See, couple of weeks ago, there was a certain open letter that our good friend Noxy Guni put up on his Facebook.
Okay.
A close friend of the show, really.
Yeah, he loves us very much.
All right.
Anyway, so in this open letter that he put on his Facebook, he pretty much was slamming dancehall artists. Without outright saying so, but what he was saying is that, look, the music that people are following right now is not the music they should be following because it's not exportable. That's pretty much what he said. He says, hey, these guys, they go, they perform out there for Zimbabweans only. Here, there's other people don't want to hear what Zimbabwe is making, etc., etc., etc. It was quite an impassioned rant. It was on and on and on about it. It sounded very bitter. It sounded very much like his girlfriend was taken by a Zim Dancehall artist. But your thoughts and views in terms of what Knox said about Zim Dancehall not being exportable.
Well, you see, Guspy Warrior doesn't comment on personal feelings. Just a comment on professional feelings. Because you see what? You can't tell us what the people love to hear. The people can show you what they love to hear. See me, I say. And I respect Knox because he was there before I, you see? And he's a big artist. But for me, he's a big artist. He should have a bigger mind, you know, if you try and see and think before him talk. Because you know what? Like I told you before, you know, this thing is coming from the ghetto. You see? Like I was pleading right now, say, Leo, let's get international managers to come in. Let's get, you know, bigger fish to come and say, yo, whenever you're running a business show, you don't do this or do, you see? Because I only have the artist view, not the business view. See me, I say? It's not all of us who can see both sides. So, well, I can really comment on what Knox posted, or however him call himself. But I don't comment on personal feelings because personal feelings don't get us anywhere. You know, from when I see a problem with Knox, I should call him, yo, or say on Facebook, yo, guys, why don't you think when Knox is performing this song, you should do this to spice it up? Yo, guys, dance out, guys. You should dress up, you know, look smart and them thing. Try and, you know, and support and you know, because he's a producer, if I'm not mistaken, and he knows what music is, and if he has a bag of hits, will him have, and he's a big artist. From he's a big artist, to expect, you know, him to have a big mind and know what to say and what not to say in public. Because we say a lot of things about next region, but
not in public.
Not in public. You see me, I say, not in public, because personal feelings doesn't go along with business. It's just a personal feeling. So for me, I have a personal feeling with Guspy Warrior. If it was on the radio station, I would tell you something to do, but yeah. Just respect who you are, you respect your end. We respect everybody, you know, and we disrespect whoever disrespect us.
The silence is deafening. The silence is deafening.
It's difficult to hear over all this silence.
So, you know, from you have a point of view, when you have a famous Facebook account, remember to use it wisely.
Okay. What about just also even in terms of Zim Dancehall, who's your favorite right now?
Well, we have a bag of favorites. See me as we have Smart Tex in the building.
Smart Tex, drop a line.
Now one of them anti-deny. Mukamuona siana inaye, anti-deny. Tianoita moyo wangu ufaye ende kwandakabva naye avafarasi ndanga ndiri bhambi ndiyakandzidzisa tonasi ndewe kwedu kufia asiwe kubudasi mugai ana chitaira chechirukasi watongoona ipapo toisa banga na mwari wangu unosara une vanga ndapota machinda musafe mamutanga nekuti mumwe ndomuridza sechindanga kwe ndawana dem pandakarumwa nembwadzi kwavo zvakarusetsai
Yango feda.
The Smart Tex here is the Guspy Warrior is the younger brother. I call him Guspy Warrior because he's still small, but I'm sure he's going to look for me soon. Hey. Nice, man. I like it. Okay, so, who else, man, besides your family members?
Oh, we have Dadza D.
Dadza.
And we have Winky D. And we have Say Colors and we have Soldier Love.
My bandit.
Yeah.
Rafidza P.
Sekala has this song.
Rafidza P.
Sekala has this song. Yeah.
And Toki
Do,
vibes.
cha cha.
Yo.
Sha song again.
You see what? All those songs are big songs. If you look at Toki vibes, both are a bag of big songs. But the thing goes back to industry. We still can make more. And you see what? Look at it. The corporate world. Everybody's asking, why are you not doing something with the dancehall guys? Because the dancehall guys have the people. From when them see no business mind in dancehall artists, them say, yo, you don't want to mess up our corporate names. So I'm saying, yo, where the real manager there? Where the real promoters there? Come in and let's work together, guys. We need to, to set a trend and to put this thing somewhere. From you see, say colors, should I drive a Roy race? You see, Jalaf, you should have a music school. Seen? From you see that you should have a museum. These are the things that we're looking at, you see. From you see, Guspy Warrior should have his own yarads or something, making money at the same time saving the people. Seen? Yes, let's compete. We are a nation. We cannot go to football World Cup. We cannot not go to tennis World Cup, cricket, everything. Yo, pull up, man. We need to pull up, you see. We need to motivate each other, not to discourage each other. This is the time that we should be together. Togetherness is needed right now. United we stand and divided we fall. Remember that. So this is the time because you see what? From we have Eben Groove, from we have Mseve, we have Zim Dancehall as well. So these are still our brethren, our same old fellas. Why can't we help them? Why can we not help them? Let's not be jealous of ourselves. Let's go stand, rub shoulders with Jay-Z and Ja Rule and 50 Cent and Davido and Two Face.
Maybe not Ja Rule.
Well, Ja Rule was my personal favorite. I remember that.
Just coming back, we saw that video of him yesterday with the TV show coming out.
Don't tell Ja Rule if you try acting, car music done.
All right, man. Look, this is great, but it's been a nice long episode. We've learned quite a bit, I must say. I think we're gonna get more dancehall artists as well. Zim Dancehall, what. But yeah, what song first of all do you want us to end off with?
Well, in the past few weeks, I lost my drummer, the guys who plays my drum. So his name was Tapio, and he was young. He was 25. So I did a song for him. It's called Power Kayenda because I was with the brethren 2 days ago. Say, yo, man, what I want to say, yo, let's go buy something and drinks and next thing is Mama is calling me, yo, Tapua is gone. I'm saying, yo, already.
Condolences, man.
It's too bad. So I say, I wanted to do this song, but I say, let me dedicate this song to Tapua so he can play the song and for all the people, friends and family gone, too soon. Rather enough mother, papa, brethren, sister, and auntie, whoever, rest in peace.
All right. Cool. So we're gonna end off with Guspy Warrior Power Kaenda.
Respect.
You have to give me the song as well, because
So where can our listeners get hold of you? Any social media, website, things of that nature?
But both of our listeners, yes.
Yeah, Facebook Guspy Warrior 1. Twitter Guspy Warrior. Email guspywarriormusic@gmail.com. And for bookings and social commentary, go 263-774-63399 or 263-772-220346.
Right.
I would love to hear what you have to say because we look at people and critics. We listen to critics. Yes, we are open-minded people. We no hard feelings on anybody. We just respect everybody and listen to everyone's point of view because every man make a point sometime. Yeah.
All right. Dope. And obviously you guys know where to find us. 2broketwimbos.com. iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, SoundCloud. We are everywhere. You literally have to be trying to avoid us to not find us.
By the way, just a quick heads up, Two Broke Twimbos have been slated as the headline MCs at the upcoming Shoko Festival. So yeah, look forward to that. And yeah, thanks very much. Appreciate your hard work. There's still a video coming up.
We've got some videos. We've got Electric Arena. We've still got the MTV Mama video that once I get hold of the editor and tell him to finish the job, we will put that up. Also got some footage that I took in Zambia over the weekend. So, Dan, you know that Trevor Noah joke about the escalators in Zambia?
You mean the Trevor Noah statement?
Okay, yeah. Basically about how people in Zambia, when the first escalator came, they all were queuing up. You know, when I first heard it, I really thought he was exaggerating. But what I saw this weekend changed my opinion quite a bit. Shout out to my Zambia listeners. We love you!
All right, on that note, we love you all. And yeah, see you soon.
We out!
We broke.
Tubbs, you leave us too soon, man. But Jano, time is for the most time.
Kupapa wakaenda
What a 19.
kure wakandisiya ndega zvakandirwadza
What a 19.
sinei kuda kwaMwari asi usarwadziwe nekunyora tsamba.
What a 19.
Ndakanzwa kuti yakuchina ufesi takaramba nanga ndine kadisbelief nekuti tainge tiri tese taps in the past few days. Yeah, pandakatarisa kufesi pabody viewing andinakona difference wakaenda unehandsome fesi I'm sure uchange uri ngirosi
pawakaenda kure wakandisiya ndega zvakandirwadza sinei kuda kwaMwari asi usarwadziwe nekunyora tsamba.
patainge tiri pafuneral amai vako vanga vari strong muning'ina wako ndiye aichema Oscar anga ari sad. Don't get me wrong, tiri kucelebrate newe wapika gon let it go yaratita gon vaitamba nenguva vafura omboni
Kubva pawakaenda kure wakandisiya ndega zvakandirwadza sinei kuda kwaMwari asi usarwadziwe nekunyora tsamba.
pandakanzwa kuti yakuchina ufesi takaramba nanga ndine kadisbelief nekuti tainge tiri tese taps in the past few days. Yeah, pandakatarisa kufesi pabody viewing andinakona difference wakaenda unehandsome fesi I'm sure uchange uri ngirosi
pawakaenda kure wakandisiya ndega zvakandirwadza sinei kuda kwaMwari asi usarwadziwe nekunyora tsamba.